Hello again. So today I'm going to talk about the impossible dream that I have, and it's completely utterly impossible. It's beyond me. I don't think this will ever happen, but my basic goal, in spite of everything, is to travel to Japan. It's not a big thing for most human beings to travel. If you've got the money, you can do it. But for me, yeah, it's probably not going to happen, but that's what I'm aiming towards. So why won't it happen for anyone who hasn't followed me on Instagram or whatever? So I'm disabled. I don't look disabled. I just look normal. That's the bonus of being disabled when you have mental health issues, is that nobody can see it. And when you have a physical condition like fibromyalgia, which again, nobody can see, so they don't believe that you're actually disabled, in spite of the fact that when you try to walk, you can't, and you fall over and you're in pain all the time, and you have to take a shit ton of medication every day just to look fairly normal. I'm sitting on a couch today, which is pretty impressive, but I'm going to be heating my back muscles for a long time after this because of how much it's going to fucking hurt. But I wanted to make the video a bit different instead of me just sitting on the bed. I'm still in this house as well after our ceiling sort of collapsed and fell in a couple of weeks ago, and insurance jobs, getting things fixed. It's always fun. Anyway, so what's wrong with me? Lots. I have ADD. I have autism. I have Asperger's. Yay, all the autistic Asperger's people out there. I have dissociative identity disorder, which wasn't an identity disorder initially, but it was more depersonalization and derealization, and yeah, lots of things. Depression and anxiety. And probably the biggest one is the social anxiety, and it's such a shitty name, social anxiety, because it makes it just sound like, oh, I'm a bit nervous going outside. It is so not what it is. It is so far beyond a bit of nerves. It's not just, oh, I'm a bit anxious. It's crippling. It's fucked. Literally, just sending a text message will cause a panic attack, will cause a fight or flight response, will cause a massive burst of adrenaline, and yeah, making a video, fucking hell. And I can't leave the house. I can't go anywhere. I can't talk to people. Like, the cleaner was here just before, and I walked out while the cleaner was wandering past, and I literally went mute. I couldn't speak. I couldn't say anything. Yeah, motor mouth me, not being able to say anything. Yeah, good one. But it's true. I actually have a medical tag that I'm supposed to wear that has, in case of autistic shutdown or social anxiety, I have to be removed and put somewhere where there's less stimuli. So yeah, I have to wear that so people don't think I'm having a bloody stroke. So it's not even getting into the fibromyalgia stuff, which is even more crippling and painful and stops me from being able to do anything. So I've been in treatment for about 2 years now for the fibromyalgia. I've been in bed for 2 years, and I'm on a couch and I'm leaning forward, it was impossible a year and a half ago. So I guess we're making some progress. It's not like I can walk or anything further than the kitchen without a lot of pain and a lot of fixing things and heating things and all the rest of it, but it's progress of a sort. So the plan was next year, October 2021, that we were going to try and aim for. And I've been learning Japanese, and I've been learning Japanese. I've learned the two alphabets, hiragana and katakana. I can sight read them now. I've picked up a little bit of kanji here and there, butchering the pronunciations as well here. And I started on, vocabulary. I've got about 700 or 800 words or something that I've got down, and not much of it's going to be of any use at the moment because they're all so school related. It's like, I don't think I'll need language lab or international relations or, yeah, stuff like that. But we're starting to get into words like this and that and there and who. Stuff that you'll use a lot when you're in a conversation with someone trying to work out where the fuck you are and where you need to fucking go. So, I've been working on that since August last year. And like I said, I've got the two basic alphabets down and some vocab. Within a couple of years we should have rudimentary communication ability, and most of Japan's in English anyway, we all know this, but it's working towards the goal, isn't it? So what else am I doing? I was meant to be doing music, but that's not happening and caused a lot of angst and problems last year. Most people got like 3 subscribers. What am I talking about? Most people will know who follow my Instagram that I sort of went through a very, very, very bad depressive episode, which I'm still pretty much in. And yeah, this treatment and illness has basically made me give up everything. So, where am I going with this? Rambling. Fucking hell. I need to write stuff down. So I was talking about this impossible dream and why it's impossible. That's what I was doing. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Should be pretty clear now why it's impossible. It's because I'm physically and utterly mentally fucked and cannot function as a human being. But I'm still aiming for it. And this isn't one of those great videos where, some rich YouTuber's going to jump out and go, oh, we'll finance you and we'll do this. No, it's not going to happen. I could start a Patreon tomorrow and literally nobody would give any money to it. Shit like that doesn't happen in the real world. It's usually setups. Or just, I don't know. Certain people get that shit and certain people don't. And I'm one of the ones who don't. So I'll probably be selling a kidney or something to be able to finance the thing, because I don't have an income, because I don't have a fucking job. Oh, I'm getting angry and bitter. That's no good. So I don't know how this is going to happen. I don't know how it'll play out. This video is just an introduction thing, and it's been going nearly 8 minutes. Hopefully I've convinced everyone why it's a fucking impossible dream. I can't even hold a guitar to play music, so trying to finance with music is probably out of the question. I can't ever work again because I have a 0 prognosis of recovery, because just about every one of my fucking illnesses doesn't have a cure. And I said I was in treatment for fibromyalgia. It's not a cure. What it does is it kind of reverses the condition, but you still get the build-ups and you still get the muscle cramps and the muscle pain, and you still have to live with fibromyalgia. It's just, it kind of rolls things back a bit because it's a progressive illness, and you can roll it back painfully and excruciatingly painfully, because the treatment is almost, no, it isn't almost, it is more painful than the condition was itself. But as I said, I'm leaning forward. So couldn't do that. I literally couldn't lean forward. I used to have to eat like this and hold things up. I had to eat sandwiches because it was the only thing I could eat, because I couldn't actually use a knife and fork to lift things to my... No, it was fucking awful. When was that? It was about 1.5 years ago. And I was literally just heat packing 24 hours a day. I don't even have a heat pack at the moment, which is extraordinary. So who knows? Maybe it's not impossible. Maybe I'll actually get there. Because, being able to sit for 5 minutes on a couch means I can travel 300 kilometres to the airport and then get on a plane for however many fucking hours I have to get to Japan, and then walk and then get to the hotel, and then somehow... it really is impossible. Anyway, we'll leave it at that, because people are home and I don't like talking when people are around. Impossible dream. Will Rabid Black make it to Japan? You tell me.